Batgirl number 27. Mairghread, Scott? Did I remember that right?
Mairghread.
Yeah,
Mairghread, I think is how she says it.
Mairghread. There we
Mairghread,
go.
Scott, and Paul
Yeah.
Pelletier on the art. So as this twist, this is the one where she gets the suit, the new suit or the classic
Yeah.
suit, the prototype suit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Her prototype. I like when they throw that in.
mm,
Like, oh, it's just a prototype. It wasn't done. I like the events that led to that. Like she's
mm,
at home with her dad, and just to make him feel better. But yeah, I thought that was a nice little twist in it.
yeah. So she's staying at her dad's because her chip's going acting up because of what happened last issue. She had the fainting, the seizure at the end of the last issue, and she's in the hospital and said, "Oh, we're going to have to put in a new chip. We're going to have to fix it with surgery. Until then, if you overexert yourself, you might like damage the nerves that control the chip, and you could permanently end up."
No.
Being in a wheelchair again. So it kind of deals with some of that with her, like, staring at the chair a little bit, and the fact that her dad wanted to get rid of the chair. And I liked how it kind of dealt with how she kind of felt hurt by him thinking, "Oh, you're past this now. Let's get rid of it."
Yeah.
That was an interesting little bit of analysis, I thought.
He wanted, yeah, because he wants to do away with that time in her life.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, no, that's what made me me. So again, I like the Babs and Topper Gordon dynamic there.
Yeah, I liked that a lot, and I even liked how she said, or in her narration, she said that, you know what, I lived with not being able to walk before. I can do it again. Like, I'm not even that scared about that. I can handle that.
Yeah, I like that it's not the physical that's worrying her, it's the mental,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
her memory.
Yeah, her memory starts to go. She can't remember things. She's trying to write things down, and she's terrified. She's terrified that she won't have her brains, essentially, to do what she does. And of
Yeah.
course,
Is this are we thinking it's a feedback loop from the chip? You know, like how the doctor make a point of saying, no, the chip is attached to your brain,
Right.
right? So when if you damage it anymore, the nerves might be damaged and we can't replace it.
yeah.
Are we thinking, when it got shocked, it kind of back traced up and
Yeah.
damaged the brain that way?
That stands to reason.
Well, I just think the chips. Yeah, I what I like though too, because I feel like they added the eidetic memory. So who's writing this before? Remind me, Pete.
Hope Larson.
Hope Larson. There we go. So Larson could do fun stuff with the story with her memory like that. Because I never, up until Rebirth, I never knew that she had an eidetic memory.
That's for a long. She definitely did. I mean,
Did she?
for a while, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't think it was maybe brought up as frequently as it maybe was recently.
Okay.
It was. I
Well, so-
remember it being quite a big deal in the middle of Gail Simone's run.
Yeah.
Okay.
She played with it for a bit.
Okay. Well, either way, I feel like Scott going after that and taking that tool away to create the conflict, because she can't remember, like she's talking about the muscles in her hands, and now she just memorized them yesterday, and now she can't remember them. So I like that it's adding conflict through that, and then that what that does with her and her dad, because she's gonna have the surgery to have the chip replaced. So I like when she's not that she's fading in and out, but she's only listening to certain words in that conversation. I like, because I read that page twice, and if you just read the words,
Yeah.
that are black in the font,
The ones that she's hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can read them all, but the rest of the words are grayed out because she's not paying attention
Yeah.
to those.
but then if you
Yeah.
read the full ones, it's a completely different context for it all. So I really like them playing with that.
I like one of the things that she heard was "Don't rest."
Yeah, but because it's if you don't rest,
Yeah.
there's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hears just "Don't rest," like stay active.
And she
Right.
wants to go and get grotesque, so she puts on her old suit and she jumps out, and it looks really good. The colours of that suit I think are really
Yeah.
nice. It's a nice change from before, which is cool.
Yeah.
So she's out and she finds Grotesque. She's tracking down places to the identity of the guy, but it turns out the guy who was Grotesque is actually dead, and whoever this is wearing the Grotesque mask is actually someone else who's just pinning it on him. And then they have a bit of a fight. And she starts to have another seizure, another blackout moment where she's losing control of her legs. And I did laugh at that. I hope Dick doesn't find me in the garbage, because she lands in the garbage to hide. And then when she wakes up,
Pings the police first.
she texts the police. We get the little icon again with our texting emoji.
The emoji.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
the crime is being committed.
do you want to come and help? Come on, come and join the police.
Won't you help me stop it?
Yes. But she gets back up, and the body of the original Grotesque is lying there, and the killer's put a batarang in his back. So the cop we get introduced to last issue is like, arrest that murderer. So he's trying to frame Babs.
Yo, I'm calling it now. That cop is the new Grotesque. He's the one working for the dark web. That's why he had all the information on his.
Yeah. Actually, I actually really liked that they brought up that he was selling things to the dark web. I mean, it's not a big Titan Nightwing. It's just like, hey, that's a thing that exists in the world.
And it would make sense too because it fits with that, you know. So again, that synergy, that connective tissue is what I like in comics.
Yeah.
Of the same company.
It's cool.
So, but yeah, I'm calling that it's him. Like,
it feels really obvious.
He's the only credible suspect.
Yeah, it feels really obvious, but at the same time, that's there's no one else it could be right now. So
no, and it reminded me of the Who is Thor when it became, the girl, and I was swearing up and down it was another character because there's no way it's that obvious, and then it ended up being that obvious. So now I just look at the obvious and go, oh, it's him. So if it's not, I'm gonna go, well, I got worked again. Yeah. So happens when you overthink things. So
yeah. How are we feeling about the run? This is now like obviously we had the part of issue 25, but then this is the second full issue. How are you feeling about Scott's run?
I'm enjoying it. I like it.
I like this issue more. I think it's a bit tighter. It knows what it's doing a bit more, I think, in this issue. But I'm down.
Yeah, I liked it as well. I like her voice for Babs, how she interacts with her dad. I'm liking the new suit, the change of pace in that regard. Yeah, and we'll yeah.
I like in like using the red for the flashbacks. It makes Grotesque have this really demonic feel.
It does.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. I mean, the ending's fine. I mean, I'm not really fussed about, people think she's a murderer, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, we've been there.
She'll get out of it.
Yeah.
Like, that happens to Batman like twice a week. Like,
sure.
It's
yeah.
Batgirl like at least once a year.
Yeah.
So that actual plot like reveal at the end isn't like a big deal to me, but like I'm enjoying the everything else about the book, and that's what's making it work. So no, cool. So what are you giving it, Matt? What are you rating Batgirl?
This is an 8. Another solid issue.
There you go, Connor.
Yeah, I'd agree on that one with an 8.
I shall also agree with an 8 on this issue.